evening everybody and welcome back to my channel. I would like to try out before you a flapjack. The meaning of a flapjack, for the people who do not know, in Britain this is actually a dense sort of a sweet that is made with a rectangular in shape and made with oats, melted butter and actually golden syrup, but we do not get golden syrup here, so we are using honey instead. So let's get moving, and I'll just show you. It's such an easy snack that you can keep in your airtight containers, and whenever someone is hungry or we want to eat anything, sometimes we just want to eat anything that's there. So this is one good healthy option when you can make your kids eat oats there. Right? So for that, what I have taken is that rolled oats, normal oats that you get, around 340 grams of oats that I have taken here. We will need that. We will also need some castor sugar or normal sugar also. You can just give it a whisk in the mixie and it will be this is the powdered sugar that we have, around 85 grams of sugar. So, and for butter, we need around 225 grams of butter. In the place of in the place of the golden syrup, I'm using honey. Whatever I have at home, it's around 2 tablespoons of honey that I need, and just I think a handful of some dry fruits that you have it at home. If you do not have dry fruits, you can always avoid it, but dry fruits are dry fruits will give you your heart a very good condition, and apart from that, it will also really improve your cholesterol, the good cholesterol there. And we will of course put in place of dry fruits, along with others, we'll also put in some almond powder, and you can put in almonds if you have at home in place of the almond powder. Okay, so let's get going. First thing you need to do is that melt your butter and the sugar. Let's get going. I've taken a pan, non-stick one, and I'm putting in the butter there. So as the butter melts, it's such an easy process, Once you make it, first time you make it and next time you feel alright, this is a better option than getting things from the store, right? And the sugar goes in, and of course the 2 tablespoons of honey in place of, as I told you, in place of the golden syrup, which we do not get here normally. So I'm putting in the honey. Honey has a lot of nutritional values. It's very good. You can always use in place of sugar for many other dishes also. So here I put in 2 tablespoons of honey, and I'm going to melt all of them together. You can see how lovely it looks. A lot of amount of butter, no need to worry about that, because we are putting in a lot of oats there. Okay, so all of them goes in, and we are really going to melt it totally, all the butter and the sugar. And in a way, your work is very, very easy when you're talking about making the flapjacks. I normally keep it at home and in airtight containers, so whenever somebody feels hungry at odd hours, you can just throw one in, and then you not only get this nutritional values associated, but also it's a big relief to all the mothers, because normally kids do not like to take oats, and we are always searching for ways to make them eat oats, right? So this way it is done. Now I just switch it off. Now we need to throw in, because it's already switched off now, and we need to throw in the oats there. So you can see the amount of oats that's gone in there, and also the dry fruits there along with the oats. You can break them up if you feel they are too big, the sizes, but I've just broken some of them. And we will also need to put a little bit of salt, because otherwise it will be very, very sweet there. Okay, so just a dash of the sweet, the salty there, just 1/4 teaspoon of salt there. And I haven't put in my almond powder also, so just put in the almond powder. In between I have already kept my oven at preheat, so this is 1 and 2 teaspoons of almond powder. I've kept my oven on heat at 165 degree centigrade. So once this is mixed in, we need a baking dish, and we need to grease the baking dish there, and then we need to just press in all of them and give it a nice bake. So all the things gather together here this way. I'll be using this for now because flapjacks, as I told you, they're rectangular in shape. It'll be easier for me to make up the rectangles here once I get it done. So let me grease it first. So this is what I have greased my pan there, baking pan there, and then put the entire thing into the pan. So this is, I'm going to just level it off, properly press them down so that when I cut it, it becomes easier for me. It's even, it'll be even. That's very important. So this way I press all of them in. Okay, so my oven is already heated at 165 degree. For 10 minutes I've preheated it. Okay, so now I'm going to put this into the oven. It's so easy as that. For 20 to 25 minutes I'm going to bake it. It might vary in your ovens because sometimes, you know, the temperature might be different, the amount of heat generated. So that way in your ovens it might be different. So just check out whenever we have this, the entire thing browned, you know, this is the color. Next time I take it out from the oven, it will be brown, and it needs to brown off. And before it gets cold only, we have to cut it into rectangular shape. So this is done. I'm ready, and this is ready. My flapjacks, you know, in the process is ready to go into the oven. Okay, so 165 degree centigrade. So I'll keep it for 25 minutes. Okay, and if they do not brown, then I'm going to again keep it for another 5 more minutes. At present, only for 25 minutes at 165 degrees centigrade. Now it's been 25 minutes, and in between I checked. 25 minutes I think will be fine, because this is how my, you know, my tray looks now. And now I need to cut them in rectangular pieces to get my flapjacks. So now just try, when it's hot only, you need to cut them into rectangular pieces so that it becomes easier for you to take them out when they are cooled. Okay, they look nice and crisp. So when they get cooler, I guess, so we need to be very careful to make it rectangular, because flapjacks are normally rectangular in shape. We are planning our flapjacks. So that's done. All of them are done. Yes. So we just cut them up so that they become easy to be taken out when they are cooled. So let them cool and we'll come back. So those are my flapjacks, ready and out of the oven. In fact, they need to get cooled, as I said, and once they are cool, we can eat them, and eat them anytime we are hungry and be satisfied that we're eating something that's healthy. I hope you like this recipe of mine. Give it a like and a thumbs up. Press on the bell icon and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Thank you so much for watching.